Making the music was actually another thing I had to work with in this project. So in this case, making like the score is something I really thought of other ideas of how I could make certain things. So instead I decided to come up with like have Dan do like one part of the score that he could do. So I always thought of, what if I thought of like, you know, songs I've heard from other like singers and rappers and stuff like that. So a couple parts I did. So I was totally in love with the shape stocks again, both from Halloween 1 and 2, the original Halloween movies. Where they have that little synthesizer, like, you know, score and that sort of way. I love to try to see if I can do it in my own way. So Dan did 2 parts. He did the opening. He did also the Galactic Rider winning part. That part I also did some of my own. So I did my own parts on the keyboard. So Dan did drums and I did the keyboard. I did majority of the keyboard stuff. Other things I wanted to use was a couple of other things. Like I really like the idea of what if I made a reference to Queen's song We Will Rock You. Now I could have gotten, you know, a cover score from someone who does the cover of Queen of We Will Rock You, but I didn't know what form. Like, I don't know if they should do it in drums or on a keyboard. But instead, what if I did it on a keyboard, but copying how they were able to come up with the idea of We Will Rock You. I saw the movie Bohemian Rhapsody, and I like the idea of another song I wanted Dan to do, which he did do it, but how I wanted it was kind of in my own way. Like, I really love the song from Busta Rhymes, If You Really Want to Party With Me. So I like that opening. So I like that beat from the opening of that song, from that Busta Rhymes song. So I decided, like, what if I did that on a keyboard, but did like a different like angle, like a different like pose, like different composed version of that. So I listened to the song tons of times, but listening to the song since the 90s, so late 90s. But I decided to listen very closely to it, and I said to myself, I really like that beat. So I decided to have that be for the during the fight scene with the Bat Troopers, basically. And other songs I was able to scoop up from other people doing their covers to other songs. I really love the whole Mr. Bad Guy piano song done by a different artist, done by a different YouTuber artist. The one song I really like the most, the one song I really wanted to add was the I Believe I Can Fly piano version of that. So I was able to add that. Another song I added at the last minute of the film was Elton John's song "The King Must Die," and honestly, I still listen to that song time after time. I think that's the only favorite song I like on that album, to be honest. But I was able to add those three things, record it on my recorder, then add them in the projects. Now, I originally wanted to add another cover in the mix that was called Star Rider. But, I said to myself, what if I saved that for another project, for another time? I also wanted to add, I added it in the trailer for, the Red Band trailer. The Riders to the Stars, song by Barry Manilow. But either way, as much as as embarrassing as I chose that song, I decided to come up with a more sped up version, only for the trailer, just for the Red Band trailer, and that was it. All the rest of the songs I was able to add in the movie because I got a little bit of a slap on the wrist. I was able to add them. But either way, I was able to add these songs. I was able to make the score. Now, some of the parts of the songs I wanted it to be a little bit more I wanted it to be scary. Kind of have that, like I said, the parts from Halloween I was inspired by. But another, I don't know if I can play it on this video. A song I was also kind of inspired by, and that is kind of make it have that one scary part from The Substance, the movie The Substance. So I decided to try to make it as a scary score as possible, similar to that. But either way, other things, I was able to do and try. I didn't wind up doing them, and clearly making the music and score. Well, what can I really say? I did the best I could. Well, I like to hire a real, music artist. Well, I just gotta find one, and until I find one, I'm still gonna make my own music, and I'm still gonna hire Dan to do his own music or his own way of drums or something like that. But either way, Dan's the music guy I go to. I'm sometimes do my own music, but either way, that's basically it. So that's the score, and that's it.